Hello and welcome to another Home Inspector edition of What's in My Tool Bag. Today, we're taking out our Borescope hammer. Now, many also refer to this device as an endoscope. In fact, many retail listings describe it as an endoscope. But endoscope is usually a term used in the medical industry to examine the interior of a body. Now, the term borescope is used in the mechanical and industrial inspection applications. Now, the number one question with all tools in our tool bag is why is it there? Well, the Borescope isn't used all the time for home inspections. For home inspectors, it replaces the normal tool of an angled mirror extender. This tool is usually used in inspecting an old furnace because we want to get a better look at the heat exchanger and burners. We're looking for signs of rust or damage. And the Borescope has several advantages over a mirror. One, you can look further into the heat exchanger than a mirror. Two, you can observe the condition from the convenience of a screen. And third, you can record what you see and provide that video or photos to the client where it will be difficult using just a mirror. Other applications are inspecting clogged sewer drains or into a register so you can see further into the ductwork. This device can also be useful for all homeowners in finding lost items or sources of leaks, or even working on your car. Let's take a quick overview of a borescope slash endoscope device. Now, we have a decent sized 4.3-inch screen here. And if we turn to the right side of the device and lift this rubber seal, we reveal a micro SD card slot and a USB-C connection. Now, this is for charging the device, so you don't need to buy batteries. But I have to say that it's actually quite comfortable to hold with the long handle. If we go to the top, we find the connection for the camera. I like this design as you cannot accidentally pull the cable out. For the cable, we have this 1 meter cable, but you can get much longer cables, as much as 5 meters long. Connection is actually quite easy. As you line up the cable with the device and insert, then we just tighten to secure. When we turn on the device, it boots fairly quickly. I would say the picture quality is good enough. We're not looking at iPhone screen video quality here, but it's decent enough to get a good enough visual to find issues. The menu system is simple, with just a few options you can see here. Honestly, just keeping the default options is good enough. The only thing you need to set is the time and date. So let's take this out for a test run and see some of the things an inspector might want to look at. Now, just a few examples of borescope uses around the house. If you find out that the air coming from one of your registers is unusually low, then looking at the interior of the duct from a register could help identify if there's some sort of blockage to airflow. Or using the borescope to put a camera down a sink drain can identify blockage or even find and remove a valuable jewelry that was accidentally dropped down the drain. Let's now go to the furnace. One of the hard to see parts of the furnace can be the blower. It's tough to reach, and sometimes we may want to see if it's dirty or if it was making some noise. Do we see any damage to the blades? Finally, another area of concern would be the heat exchanger. Usually, we would use a mirror for this, but now we can get a camera probe further into that area to see any signs of rust or damage and record the video for the client. So that's our quick look into our tool bag. If you find the information here useful, please subscribe and give us a thumbs up. And think about us in your next home inspection. Hey, want more videos such as this? Check these out.